Okay, I'm engineer Mrs. Carlien. I come from Ghana. I'm the current president-elect of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, and I'm a past president of the Ghana Institution of Engineering. Well, in my country, and I believe it's similar in Africa, we have a situation where we don't really have food security. If there is failure of, say, rains or anything in 1 year, and there's a problem immediately. So we haven't got a situation where we always have sufficient food stocks. In my country, we also have to import some basic food items from neighboring countries. So we haven't reached a stage where we can say we have food security within Africa and within. Well, engineering can contribute in several ways. To give you one example, it's not the problem that we haven't produced enough food, but we produce the food and a lot of it is lost after the harvest. It's lost because we can't get it to the areas where it's needed. So the food is produced in villages and so on, but because of insufficient transportation or bad roads or so, it doesn't get to the city centers where it's needed, and it stays on the farm and it rots. And when it comes to having proper roads and so on to the centers where the food is produced, that's all engineering. When it comes to keep making sure that you have your food processed, so that when you have an excess, it doesn't spoil, it can stay for a longer time, that's also engineering. Processing the food, making sure that you can preserve your food even on the farms and so on, that's all engineering. So you find out that every single stage there's engineering involved in the whole process of getting the food from the farm to the consumer. Well, I believe that this is a very important thing. It's not often that we connect engineering to the food production and food security. But meanwhile, engineering is a really key part. You can't have food security without engineering. I mean, all your irrigation on the farms and so on, it's all engineering. So it's very good that this conference is recognizing that. And I hope that at the end of the day, having discussed all the different themes in the conference, will come out with some very good resolutions that we can take to governments all over Africa to be implemented. So this is an important conference for us.